Mexico's $5 billion trade corridor. A threat to the Panama Canal? For over a century, the Panama Canal has been the shortest and most crucial route for ships traveling between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This engineering marvel has been a vital hub for international trade. But now, its dominance is being challenged. Mexico has embarked on an ambitious $5 billion project, a high-speed rail and logistics corridor that could change global trade forever. If successful, this new route, known as the Interoceanic Corridor, the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, CID, may emerge as a serious competitor to the Panama Canal. But can a railway truly compete with canal? Ships and trains operate in entirely different ways. Yet reports suggest that billionaire Elon Musk has hinted at how this new system could work. In this article, we explore how Mexico's bold initiative could disrupt international shipping, challenge the Panama Canal's dominance, and even benefit Musk's own businesses. The rise of Mexico's Interoceanic Corridor. The CID project is not just about a railway. It is an entire trade corridor designed to streamline the transportation of goods. Parallel to the new railway lines, modern highways are being built, and at both ends of the corridor, large, state-of-the-art ports are under construction. The goal is to enable cargo to be quickly unloaded from ships, transported across Mexico by train or truck, and then reloaded onto ships on the other coast. If this system operates efficiently, it could be faster than the Panama Canal. Additionally, the largest cargo ships, which cannot pass through the Panama Canal, could use Mexico's corridor instead, offloading goods on one side, transporting them by land, and reloading them onto another ship on the other coast. While this process may not be as seamless as sailing through a canal, it is still a faster and cheaper alternative to the long journey around South America. Challenges facing the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal plays a critical role in global trade, but it has its limitations. It can accommodate around 4 million cargo containers per year, yet the demand is often much higher. In 2023, Panama experienced its driest year on record, forcing the canal to limit the number of daily transits from 40 ships to just 25. This led to major delays and record-high fees for companies seeking passage. This is where Mexico's CID project could make a major impact. By offering an alternative trade route, it could ease the burden on the Panama Canal, ensuring that international trade continues without disruption. Although CIT and the Panama Canal are not direct competitors yet, this could change in the future. If Mexico's new corridor proves faster, more efficient, and more affordable, it could divert business away from the canal, forcing Panama to improve its operations to stay relevant. A century-old dream revived. The idea of building a railway across Mexico is not new. In 1884, Mexican President Porfirio Diaz launched an ambitious plan to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans by train. By 1907, 7 years before the Panama Canal was completed, Mexico's Interoceanic Railway was already operating. At first, this railway thrived, carrying hundreds of thousands of tons of cargo and boosting Mexico's economy. However, when the Panama Canal opened in 1914, everything changed. The canal offered a more efficient route, and within a year, cargo traffic on Mexico's railway plummeted by 80%. For more than a century, this railway remained abandoned until now. In 2018, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador announced a plan to revive and modernize the railway, transforming it into a major trade corridor. But this time, the project is not just about restoring old tracks. It is about building a world-class logistics network. With an investment of $5 billion, Mexico is constructing 3 major railway lines, covering over 1,000 kilometers. If successful, this corridor could restore Mexico's status as a key player in global trade. Other challengers to the Panama Canal. Mexico's CIT project is not the only alternative to the Panama Canal. Colombia and Nicaragua are also developing their own megatrade routes. Colombia's railway project. Colombia is planning a 240 kilometers railway connecting its ports in the Caribbean and Pacific. This project, estimated to cost between $7 billion and $13 billion, is still under feasibility studies. Unlike Mexico's CIT, which seeks to compete directly with the Panama Canal, Colombia's railway aims to support existing trade routes rather than replace them. However, The project faces major challenges. The railway would cut through protected lands, requiring negotiations with indigenous and Afro-Colombian communities. Critics also argue that the government should focus on restoring old railway lines rather than building new ones. Nicaragua's mega canal. The most ambitious project of all is Nicaragua's proposed mega canal. This 278 kilometers waterway, connecting the Caribbean and Pacific, would be 3 times longer than the Panama Canal and capable of accommodating the world's largest cargo ships. However, the project faces massive obstacles. Cost estimated at $64.5 billion, making it one of the most expensive infrastructure projects in history. Funding issues. The original Chinese investor withdrew, and no major backers have stepped in. Environmental concerns. The canal would pass through Lake Nicaragua, a crucial freshwater ecosystem, raising concerns about ecological damage. Displacement issues. Thousands of people could lose their homes, sparking debates about land rights and fair compensation. Due to these financial, environmental, and political challenges, experts believe that Nicaragua's megacanal is unlikely to be built anytime soon. The future of global trade. The competition for global trade routes is intensifying, with new railway projects in Mexico and Colombia and potential canal expansions in Panama and Nicaragua. The future of shipping is rapidly evolving. The Panama Canal Authority, ACP, is not backing down. In response to rising competition, it has announced a $1.6 billion dam project to ensure sufficient water supply, a new booking system to improve efficiency, water-saving measures that reduce usage by 7% per ship. Despite these improvements, Panama faces geopolitical challenges. Some U.S. officials have raised concerns about China's growing influence over the canal, as Chinese companies control key port operations near the waterway. Mexico's economic vision. Mexico's trade ambitions are part of a larger strategy to boost its economy. With the rise of nearshoring, U.S. companies are increasingly shifting their supply chains closer to home, benefiting Mexico's manufacturing sector. By 2050, the Mexican government expects its industrial parks and logistics hubs to create 550,000 new jobs, $50 billion in private investments. Tesla, Dell, Bombardier, and BYD are among the major companies investing in Mexican manufacturing to avoid U.S. tariffs. This economic shift could transform Mexico into a global trade powerhouse. Conclusion. The battle for international trade dominance is heating up. With Mexico's CIT project, Colombia's railway plans, and Nicaragua's canal ambitions, the Panama Canal's monopoly is no longer guaranteed. Will Mexico's $5 billion corridor revolutionize global trade, or will the Panama Canal adapt and maintain its dominance? Only time will tell. One thing is certain. The future of shipping is changing, and the fight for global trade routes has only just begun.